Hey everybody, NeoSolid22 back again with another pickup video. Haven't done one in a while. I don't know, just haven't had time, very busy. But I've got some Citywide garage sale pickups. I got the May St. Louis Retro Gamers Meetup at my house pickups. And a couple other little things that I picked up here and there. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm just going to go to my pile and grab the first thing that I see. Alright, so the first thing is Dream World Pogie. This was the first Kickstarter I've ever backed, actually. And it is a game from the designers of the Dizzy games. If you remember, the Dizzy games were from Comerica, I believe. So the two guys that designed those games were originally going to design another Dizzy game. Well, that game has become Dream World Pogie, from my understanding. And I backed this Kickstarter, and I just got this in not too long ago. Haven't had a chance to play it, but it looks pretty cool. So pretty excellent. Another NES game to add to the collection, even though it is not really an official NES game, but nonetheless pretty cool. Then here's the stuff I got from the Meetup. First off, I had Matt Gurley, my buddy Matt Gurley, had posted this up in the St. Louis Retro Gamers for sale, and I just PayPal'd him the money and told him to bring it to me when he could, so he was at the Meetup. So I picked up the limited run version of Stranger's Wrath on Vita. I played this game back in the day on my Xbox. I have it on Xbox, I think. But I haven't yet played it on the Vita, and I haven't beat it, so I'm going to check this out real soon, probably. Then off Aaron, I got a copy of a game that I've been looking for a good long while, and that's Secret of Mana, however you want to say it. So I picked that up, really wanted that, really want to play that one, actually. Then off of Ryan, I got D&D Dragon Strike for NES, so another one to add to collection. Then one I really wanted for a long time, even though I think the sequel to this game and more of the sequels are much, much better, and that's Mega Man, the original. I got that off my buddy Bob. He was here at the Meetup, so I picked that up off him. Another thing I got off Bob, another game I've been wanting for a while, Wonder Boy in Monster World. This is one whose price is shooting up like crazy from what I understand, so I was happy to get it to add to the Genesis collection. Wonder Boy games are great games. There's a new one just released, and Limited Run Games is going to be releasing it. So I already bought it on my Switch digitally, but I'll probably try to buy the physical copy when it comes. Then me and Chris from the flea market, Chris Fallon, did a little trade. He still owes me some stuff, but I got this World of Illusion, Mickey Mouse, and Donald Duck out of him on it. And there's a few more things. I traded him some stuff I picked up at the garage sales, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. Then I picked up New Super Mario Brothers U with Super Luigi Brothers. My copy of New Super Mario Brothers U got broken in half, so I needed a new copy, so I picked this up. And Steve, who came to the Meetup, it was his first Meetup, he just kind of thanked me for having a Meetup. He gave me a box copy, PC Big Box, I believe this is the Amiga version of Drakan. And then I also purchased off him a box copy of SimCity, which is one of my favorite games of all time. This is a great box. It's the original release, from what I understand, on disc. So really cool to have that. He only charged me like $5 for this, so it was a great deal. Alright, and then one more thing from the Meetup, and it's vinyl. I'm not going to do a vinyl corner because I only got one, and that's AC/DC Highway to Hell. My buddy Kurt Bowers from the St. Louis Retro Gamers Group ran across this at a garage sale for $1 and brought it to me. Didn't even take his $1 back. I offered him to pay him back, but he said we were good, so I picked that up. Alright, now on to the garage sale finds. Actually, let's do a GameStop pickup. I picked up Axiom Verge in physical release for the PC. I got it for $10, obviously. These are on clearance right now, so if you can find them, if you want a physical copy of Axiom Verge, is the only way you can get it right now. Really cool Metroidvania style game. I really need to play it. I am going to open this and get the Steam copy out and play it because it's supposedly a really, really great game. So I picked that up. I would definitely recommend checking up on picking that up, and some of the other physical PC releases they did. Alright, so now the garage sale finds. First off, I stopped at the sale and they had a stack of magazines, and they were old video game magazines, so I picked them up. They only wanted a quarter a piece, so I paid $1 for these. There's a Game Pro from January 2005. You know, not that old, but I like these old magazines. Another Game Pro from August of 2001. So getting a little bit older, 16 years ago, almost. Another Game Pro from July of 2001. As you can see, that's a Dreamcast edition. It's got Sonic Adventure 2 there on it. At least I assume Dreamcast. And then this is a Tips and Tricks magazine from March of 98 with Resident Evil 2. So if you need any tips and tricks on Resident Evil 2, I'm your man right here. Alright, and then at another garage sale, I picked up a PC Big Box Darkfall. The journal, the guy I bought it from, looks like he only paid $15 for it. I paid $5 for it. I figured that wasn't too bad. He said he really liked the game. I said I'd never heard of it, but I was willing to pay $5 for it, so I picked that up. Then I picked up a Donkey Konga 2 box with bongos. The game's not in here, but I didn't have a box set of bongos, so I figured I'd get that for $2. Next, I can't remember if I showed you guys my flea market find that I bought Stack Up. I think I did. That's in this pile for some reason with Beavis and Butthead on Super NES. If I haven't, there they are, but I think I showed you guys that already. Then I ran into a church sale, and they had one game. That's Battlefield Modern Combat. Battlefield 2 Modern Combat for $1. I didn't think I had it, so I picked it up, and I didn't end up having it. And then I went to a garage sale, and it's a sale that I'd found a number of things at before, so I knew they had games. Well, there were none out. So I went up to her and I said, hey, you don't have any video games, do you? And she's like, yeah, I think I have some in the house. So she went in the house, and she came back out with a couple of games. That was Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, which I was super excited to see. The Art of Fighting, which is in really bad shape, but I didn't have it, so I'm keeping it. And then Sonic 1 and 2 for the Genesis. So I told her, you know, I asked what she wanted for them. She's like, just make me an offer. So I was like, will you take $15? Which is a great lowball on Metal Gear Twin Snakes, but she took it. So I got a nice Metal Gear Twin Snakes. Then I was like, well, you don't have any more, do you? And she's like, well, yeah, there's actually a couple boxes in the house. So she went back in the house, and she picked up these boxes and brought them out. 2 boxes. There were 2 Super Nintendos, the Sega Genesis was what I could see. So I was like, well, I'd like to buy these. And she was like, well, my daughter was going to take them to like V-Stock or Slackers and sell them. That's the local trade-in stores. Big V-Stock's like a mega chain, and Slackers is a local chain. Well, they give crap trade-in value. So I was like, well, I think I can probably make you an offer on this. And if you're happy with it, take it. If not, we're good. You can take it to V-Stock. So I offered $60 for the box, and just basically seeing 2 Super Nintendos and a Genesis. And she said that was fine. Her daughter would probably be happy with that, which if she's happy, I'm happy. So I got those. The Super Nintendos I've traded off. The Genesis I've traded off or sold or whatever. Chris Fallon, actually, that's part of the trade I did with him. He's got a Super Nintendo. The Genesis I gave away at the Meetup, actually. So Zach Maynard won the high score competition at the Meetup. He's got that. And then I sold one of the Super Nintendos just for some cash for the Meetup. So that was how that went. But in the box, after I got home, I discovered some hidden gems in the box. Maybe not an actual hidden gem, and some rental stickers all over it, but I got the Lawnmower Man on Super Nintendo, and Brawl Brothers, which is the real hidden gem here on Super Nintendo. So that was nice to find. And a copy of Brave Fencer Musashi on PlayStation, which it has the cover of the manual and the backing from the game as its like thing. It's like a rental copy or something, I don't know. And the disc is in there, and it was Hollywood Video. And then there was a Super Nintendo cleaning kit in there. So I got all that. And that was all I got at garage sales. It was a pretty decent day. I spent a good bit of money, and not as much as sometimes, and not as little as sometimes, but certainly found some stuff. Ended up being able to get some cash and trade out of it, so that was good. And then I actually went to GameStop and picked up Overcooked, the physical release of that, for $20. Actually, it was pre-owned, so it was only $17.99. Then at Target, I picked up a couple of clearance games. I picked up Gears of War Ultimate Edition for $6, which you can't beat that. And then Batman Telltale series for $10. I didn't think that was too bad a price. So that's what I got. So yeah, I got a Street Fighter 2 cabinet as well. This is the Champion Edition. And as you can see, it's not in the greatest of shape. I'm working on it. I'm getting some new art for it, getting it back to its former glory. It is going to be playable at Mo Game Con most likely. So if you come there, you'll be able to check it out. It was a long time between videos, and I hope you guys are still sticking with me. I don't know what I'm going to do with my channel. I don't know how many pickup videos I'm going to do anymore. I don't know how much I'm going to be picking up anymore. I want to do some more movie reviews. I know some of you don't really care about that. Some of you do. Maybe I'll do some game reviews, because I actually did pick up a little video capture. It's an older, I'm looking at it right here on the floor. It's an older Elgato video capture. It's not the HD60 or anything. It's just like one where you plug 3 in and plug the USB into your computer. So I can do NES through that and TurboGrafx. So maybe I'll do a game review or two. That's just kind of labor intensive though, and I don't have a lot of time. But nonetheless, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Sorry it's been so long between them. I'll try to be less time between them this time, but I can't promise anything. But we'll see you next time.